Cowboy Jack and his trusty horse, Dusty. In the wide-open plains of the Wild West, there lived a brave young cowboy named Jack. He wore a big brown hat, a red bandana, and shiny boots with spurs that jingled when he walked. But Jack wasn't just any cowboy. He had a special bond with his horse, Dusty, a strong and swift chestnut mare with a flowing black mane. Every day Jack and Dusty would roam the vast desert, exploring canyons, rivers, and rolling hills. Dusty was more than just a horse to Jack. She was his best friend, and the most loyal companion a cowboy could have. One day Jack received a message from the sheriff. "There's a herd of wild mustangs on the loose, and we need to bring them back to the ranch," the sheriff said. Jack knew this was a tough job, but he and Dusty were ready for any challenge. "Let's go, girl," Jack said, patting Dusty's neck. Dusty neighed softly, as if saying, "I'm ready too." Jack swung up into his saddle, and with a whistle, Dusty galloped off into the desert. The wind rushed past as they raced across the land, the sun shining high in the sky. Jack held tight to the reins, feeling the rhythm of Dusty's powerful strides beneath him. Together, they were unstoppable. After a long ride, they reached the canyon where the wild mustangs were grazing. There were at least 20 of them, beautiful and free, running in every direction. Jack knew that rounding them up wouldn't be easy, but he had a plan. "Okay, Dusty," Jack whispered. "We need to guide them toward the open field where the fences are. Let's move slow and steady." Dusty seemed to understand. With Jack guiding her, they started circling the mustangs, nudging them gently toward the open field. Dusty moved with grace and patience, her hooves kicking up small clouds of dust as she herded the wild horses. But suddenly, one of the mustangs, a young, frisky colt, darted off toward the canyon's edge. Without missing a beat, Jack and Dusty took off after him. "Hang on, Dusty!" Jack called out, urging her to go faster. Dusty sped up, her mane flying in the wind as they chased the runaway colt. The canyon was steep, and the ground was rocky, but Dusty was sure-footed. She leaped over rocks and dodged boulders with ease, her hooves barely making a sound. With incredible speed, Dusty caught up to the colt, gently guiding him back to the rest of the herd. Jack smiled proudly and patted Dusty's side. "You did it, girl! You're the best horse in the West!" Together they guided the mustangs safely to the open field. The ranch hands were waiting with big wooden gates, ready to bring the wild horses back to the ranch. Everyone cheered as Jack and Dusty trotted into the field, the mustangs following behind them. "Great job, Jack," the sheriff called out. "And Dusty, you're one fine horse." Jack smiled, tipping his hat. Couldn't have done it without her. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Jack and Dusty rode back home, side by side. The day had been long, but they were happy and proud. Jack knew that no matter what adventures came their way, he and Dusty could handle them together. And from that day on, everyone in the Wild West knew that Cowboy Jack and Dusty were the fastest, bravest, and most loyal pair around.